Have you ever wondered how your favorite whiteboard animations come to life? Well, today we're going to dive into the magical world of whiteboard animations. This fascinating process is all about using a whiteboard or something that resembles one to bring a creative story to life. It's kind of like a magic show where the magician, in this case the animator, uses a simple marker to conjure up characters, scenes, and stories right before your eyes. These animations are captivating, aren't they? They're fun to watch with their playful characters and engaging stories. But what's even more exciting is that they're also incredibly fun to create. You get to be the magician, the storyteller, crafting your own world with just a marker and a whiteboard. So, are you ready to dive deeper into this magical world? Now, aren't you curious to know how you can make one yourself? Making a whiteboard animation seems like magic, doesn't it? But it's simpler than you might think. Now let's break this down into easy-to-follow steps. The first stage is all about planning. This is where you let your imagination run wild. Think about the story you want to tell. Is it a fairy tale, a science experiment, or maybe a math problem? Once you've decided on your story, it's time to create a storyboard. This is a visual representation of your story, kind of like a comic strip. It helps you organize your thoughts and plan out your animation. Remember, the key to a great storyboard is to keep it simple. No need for fancy drawings, stick figures will do just fine. Next up, we have the drawing stage. This is where you bring your storyboard to life on the whiteboard. You can use different drawing techniques to make your animation more interesting. For example, you could use a technique called continuous line drawing. This means you draw your entire picture without lifting your marker from the board. It might take some practice, but it's a lot of fun. Also, don't forget about the eraser. You can use it to create cool effects, like making things disappear or change shape. Finally, we come to the recording stage. This is where you need a steady hand and a whole lot of patience. You're going to record your drawing process, so make sure to move slowly and steadily. You don't want your hand to become a blur in the animation. Also, remember that mistakes are okay. If you mess up, simply erase and redraw. That's the beauty of whiteboard animation, you can always start over. And voila! With a sprinkle of creativity and a dash of patience, you have your very own whiteboard animation. So, are you ready to become a whiteboard animation wizard? We've just taken a fun and exciting journey into the world of whiteboard animation. We've explored the magic that these animations can bring, and we've learned the key steps to creating your very own. Remember, planning is vital. It's the blueprint of your animation, the skeleton on which you build your masterpiece. Drawing is where your creativity comes to life. Whether it's stick figures or elaborate sketches, it's all about expressing your unique style and story. And finally, recording. This is where you breathe life into your drawings, transforming static images into a moving, engaging story. I encourage you to experiment. Try different stories, different drawing techniques. Every animation you create is a new adventure, a new chance to captivate and inspire. Remember, the only limit to your whiteboard animation is your own imagination. So go ahead, pick up that marker and start creating your masterpiece.